Hey guys, welcome to part two in this series of my filler and Botox journey. I wish that this was part three because I wish I would have made a video before my most recent visit, but I didn't. So here we are. This is part two, 48 hours later. If you missed part one, go back and watch it. My face was much more swollen. I feel like I kind of looked like I was made out of Minecraft blocks. Like it was just like very boxy. Like if you see this, like it was like this, but then like the bottom of my face was kind of like that too. So 48 hours later, definitely starting to thin out a little bit, get some shape in my face. Um, in yesterday's video, I was like trying to be really cool and like do pictures in my video because I didn't do the before video. So I tried to be like, here's a picture before I went into the office, and here's a picture of when I got out of the office, and here's a picture from whenever a few hours later. I don't know how to put a picture in a video. So I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually and I'll add them to that picture to that video, but I don't want to redo a new video because it's not going to show what 24 hours look like, right? And then today's video is just going to refer to the fact that they weren't there in the first video, even if they become there in the first video, because if I take another video at another time, it's not going to show what 48 hours look like, which I feel like is just really important. Like I said in the first video, I was freaking out yesterday morning. I was like, oh my goodness, like this is not really what I want to look like. This is not what I paid this much money for. I was totally having a heart attack, and I was trying to find videos like vlogs or blogs about other people and their progression with Botox and fillers. And all that I could really find was before and afters. I did find one video of, I think she's like a makeup vlogger, and she, kind of showed like this was my day one, this was my day two, and then she kind of stopped talking about it after that. But she was unhappy with it, and she, at this point in time, wouldn't do it again, which is how I was feeling yesterday morning. By the time I made the video yesterday, I was feeling better. So I kind of like came to grips and terms with what I was looking like and realized that I didn't look bad at all. Like I would totally be willing to go to a different town and go to a store or something where I would interact with the public, but I didn't want to see people that I knew because I felt like I looked so different. Not that I looked necessarily bad. I didn't look great, but um I just didn't look like myself. And if you knew me and you knew what I normally look like and then you saw me yesterday, you would think something. Um But so anyway, back to those pictures that didn't get shown. I'm going to show them today, and unfortunately, I just have to do them. Like I'm going to show my phone to the camera. So this picture, let's see if we can. There's so many lights everywhere. Okay, this picture is from before I went into the office. And did you get a good view on that? So this is what I looked like. I had fillers done once before this, about 2 weeks ago, and they were all settled, and that's what I was looking like. This is what I looked like as soon as I got out of the office. And I'm so glad I had this picture because a few hours later, I looked like this. See how I'm like very blocky looking compared to this one or this one? Um, so I'm glad that I took the picture from as soon as I got out of the office, because when I was having a heart attack and being like, freaking out and trying to find other people who I could find their videos and be like, okay, it's going to be okay, or oh my God, it's not going to be okay. It's too much fillers. It's my worst nightmare. I couldn't find anything like that. And luckily, I had like a rational moment where I was like, oh, I took pictures because I sent a picture to one of my girlfriends as soon as I got out. And I told her then when I sent it to her that I'm like, this is what I look like. Oh my goodness, I hope it's not too much. And then by like that evening, and then by yesterday morning, I was like, oh my God, it's way too much. Anyway, so I remember that I had that picture and the after picture, and that really kind of helped to calm me down. So if you do go get Botox and fillers, especially the fillers because they change your face a lot and immediately, um, I would recommend taking a picture kind of like immediately as soon as it gets done, because that helped me to realize that I don't know exactly what I'm going to look like when all the swelling goes down and everything, but a lot of what was happening yesterday and even today is swelling. So it's going to keep going down. It's going to keep, looking more natural and less chickmonkey. Yesterday, I felt like I looked like a chipmunk, just like in my normal face. Today, I'm still poofy for sure. But when I smile, like I feel like I'm still kind of chickmonkey, and my smile doesn't go as much as I want it to. And my lip so my lips don't go where they want, and this is really tight through here. So I'm hoping that this calms down a bit, and I think it will based on the picture. So I expect it to. Last night I was definitely in some discomfort. I don't know that I would call it pain, maybe a little bit of pain, but more discomfort. And I did something you're not supposed to do. You're allowed to take Tylenol for pain. I didn't have any Tylenol. You're not allowed to take any of the, I don't know what they're called, Nysans or the NSAIDs or whatever. Um, Things like aspirin, ibuprofen, Excedrin, and then some herbal things. Like you're not supposed to take things that thin your blood because it causes bruising. But I was so uncomfortable yesterday, and my skin was itchy, and I think just because it was so stretched out, and I don't know. I It had been over 24 hours by last night when I decided to take the Excedrin. And Excedrin is mixed with Tylenol and ibuprofen, which is why I decided Excedrin would be a better choice than ibuprofen, because Tylenol is allowed, ibuprofen's not really. Um, so I figured if I combine the two in the Excedrin, then maybe it's less ibuprofen than if I just took some ibuprofen. But I really wanted the swelling to go down and the discomfort to go down, because I feel like most of the discomfort was from the swelling. And so I risked it. I took the Excedrin, which had the ibuprofen in it, which the reason why you're not supposed to take it for two reasons really. One is because it thins your blood, so it can increase the swelling, and two, it can diminish the effects of the work that you just paid for and got done. Um, Whatever, I took some. So my bruises, I don't think you can see them very well in this light. You could see them yesterday, but I was standing in front of a window, and you can see it really good if I'm like outside. It's not even that sunny, but something about the light outside shows better. But there's still a bruise here. I think you can see it a little bit, and one here. But my lip got way worse. So if you look at yesterday's video, you can see what my lip looked like. I kind of just had like a little line right here and then a little line right here. And then today, the bruise comes all the way out to about here. And then this is so much darker. And I don't know if it's because it's day 2 of the bruising, and so it's just coming through more, or if it's because I took the Excedrin, which had the ibuprofen in it. Probably a combination of the two. Probably not my wisest choice, but I did deflate a bunch, and I am happy about that. So, um, risk reward, whatever. Something that they told me at the plastic surgeon's office, though, was that I could get this stuff called arnica and take that for inflammation and bruising. And I wish I would have went and got it as soon as I left the office, but I didn't know the area that I was in very well, and I just kind of wanted to like make it home. But by the time I made it home, like it was kind of looking like a monster, I felt like, and I didn't want to go into any stores, and it was so uncomfortable. Oh, way worse than last night. But I knew I couldn't take anything the night before because then my bruising would be so much worse. Anyway, so this morning I went to go get some of the arnica, and this is what it looks like. Well, you can get it in creams and ointments, or you can get it in these tablets. And I got these tablets from Target. They were like right around $7. There's 3 tubes in here, but it's not an ointment, it's pellets actually. So if you listen, when I opened it, I'm like, oh, it's like chapstick. I love chapstick. But then I heard it. I'm like, oh, that's not chapstick. So the way that it works is you pop off the top just like a chapstick, and then you're supposed to flip this over and twist the top and collect the pellets inside of the lid. So it's a little pellet you can see in there. It comes out of this bottle. So as you twist the bottle, that little opening opens up and the pellets drop out. So you take 5 of these, you get 5 of them in here, you put them underneath of your tongue, and they're supposed to be working. It's homeopathic. So, some people believe in it, some people don't. I was willing to try it. And I think that it's at least helped with like some of the inflammation and the pain. Because this morning when I was trying to smile, I couldn't smile as much as I can right now. And it was uncomfortable. Right now, when I smile, I can smile more. It's not as much of a smile as I want. My lips don't quite do what they're supposed to do, and my cheeks look so tight. Um, and there's the tiniest bit of discomfort, but not so bad. So if I smile now, this is what it looks like. I wish I would have smiled in my video yesterday, but I didn't. I couldn't. It hurt, and I was like that was about all that I could do. So I feel like the arnica is helping. I hope it helps with the bruising. The reason why I got it is because it's supposed to help with the bruising. Because I might have made the bruise worse. Either way, the bruise got worse. I start a new job at a new company a week from tomorrow, and I fly out a week from today, and I look like I got in a fight. I don't know how much of that you can see. Um, I don't want to go to a brand new job at a brand new company where I don't know anybody and look like I got in a fight right before I started, because I didn't. But yeah, so we'll see how this arnica helps with the bruising. I guess I don't really know how long the bruising would last if I didn't have the arnica, so I don't really have a way to gauge how well it's working versus if I didn't have it. But I'll keep you updated. We'll do another video tomorrow and just see the progress. But from yesterday until today already, I can see quite a bit of improvement, and I'm much happier with how I'm looking today than how I looked yesterday. Again, not that yesterday looked bad, it just didn't look like myself. Today is looking more like myself. I'm hoping tomorrow looks even more like myself. So I will do a 72-hour video tomorrow. I keep doing these right around noon because my appointment was at noon. So I'm trying to keep it like as 24, 48, 72 hours as possible. Yeah, so if you didn't see yesterday's video, go ahead and watch it, and you can see what I looked like yesterday, and then come back tomorrow and see what I look like tomorrow. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would love to get some subscribers. I plan on doing other videos too. Not just Botox and fillers, but just kind of everything in general. I'll do an intro video when I'm done doing these, but I had a lot of changes happen last year, and I wish that I would have, allowed people to come on that journey with me. And then, like I said, I'm starting a new job. We just moved 2 weeks ago, yesterday. And so that's a change, and I don't know. I just feel like I have a lot of big changes going on in my life, and maybe people can relate to them. I know a lot of people can relate to the Botox and the fillers because a lot of people are doing that lately. And I hope that these videos can help people decide. Oh yeah, I definitely want to go through with that. I know what the potential progression looks like, I suppose, and I'm comfortable with that. Or I'm not comfortable with that, so maybe I'm just not going to do it. Or like I am going to do it, but I'm going to do it the Wednesday before Thanksgiving so that I have like 4.5 days to recover before I have to go to work, or, just whatever the case may be, so that you have time to plan. In my previous visits, I got a lot less, and I did swell a little bit, but not a ton, and I didn't bruise. And so I think that, I don't know if it's because it's a different doctor that I went to who maybe just does it differently, and so I bruised, or if it's just because the amount that I got that I bruised. Either way, I bruised, and I'm glad I have some time before I start this job, and hopefully I can get rid of the bruising. I'm sure that the swelling will go down. I think like tomorrow I'll probably be pretty good, and then the day after tomorrow I'll probably be normal, I guess. Um, but yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.